We have often heard the phrase that a entrepreneur is visionary, and it is never fully explained exactly what vision is and how do you acquire them. It's actually quite simple. Let me explain. My name is Chang Liu. I am a serial entrepreneur. I was a faculty at a university for many years, and then I went on to start my own companies and learned quite a bit. So I'm passionate about sharing my knowledge with people. I think startups shouldn't be this difficult. Startup process is rather vague and rather secret, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay, so I want to change this. Let me explain what vision is. A vision is a understanding of what you're doing. So if somebody is trying to start up and they have no idea how long it's going to take, what resources is needed, um, whether your business will succeed or not, and how long does it take to get to a point of uh, having profit, that's not visionary. That's just trying to take a chance, and you won't get funding because whenever people see you are taking a chance, they don't want to take a chance with you. So vision is an understanding of what the startup process is. Startup takes about 24 months to find initial engagement. Okay, people will tell you that the ramp uh, is about 2 months, and it takes 2 years, 10 years at least, of repeated scaling up and growing to build a brand. It ends with a happy company with potentials to grow even more. So, at the initial stage, the first 3 years is very difficult. Actually, making a product or making an offering is only 10% of the work. Today, with all the social media and with all the modern online marketing, marketing is actually becoming much, much harder. Marketing is 90% of the work. And we also have a overall worldwide surplus of provision. Uh, there's a lot of needs that have been fully fulfilled. So marketing and building the relationship, building the name is the most difficult. And I also presented earlier that the a visionary founder knows that the society is not run by your ideas. Okay, your idea is not the driving force of societal value creation. Society creates value through societal changes, technology changes, scientific advancement, and business refreshment. A founder must have a multitude of vision. A founder must know the depths of how far he has to go. Okay? A founder has to know parallel to his organization what is society doing, what is the competition is doing. A founder cannot have a half-baked idea. Uh, a founder needs to have a microscopic focus, laser focused view of the industry that they are trying to get in. If they don't understand the industry, you will be surprised all the time. Because within industry, within the marketing is not technology driven. It's actually human nature driven. Okay, there's a lot of rules and barriers that are set up just because humans are like this. Okay, and the founder needs to have what I call a wide angle vision. You have to choose the right business to start. If you don't choose the right business, unfortunately, all this 24 months, all that 10 years, if you choose wrong on day one, you don't have a second chance to choose, and you are going to end up after 10 years a dead company or a dying company. It's not fun. So a founder needs to have a vision that is accumulated from a past experience. Startup execution is very important. How do you execute the start, and how do you execute the transition management from starting up to a mature company? So this is what we mean by a founder having vision, a founder knowing where things are going, and they pull the trigger. They make the bet even before the entire world is still in the dark. That's vision. So where does that vision come from? I can tell you very simply, vision comes from having done this once, and that's the simplistic answer that really no one will give you. Everyone will give you a song and dance, a romantic view of how somebody has vision. There's no magic, okay? Vision is just through past failures. So let me explain to you the three processes that are important for a startup. Number one is the diagram showing relationship between an offering to the market. From an offering, a product, to the end consumer, you have to grow through a three element process. You have to enter a market through a channel, and you have to attract the people you want to attract through the funnel to the market, and they have to like what you do. So the channel is very crowded, the funnel is very noisy, and this is the difficulty of a startup entrepreneur. A lot of people um, oversimplify this process. They think that if they provide something, then people will just give them money, okay, through PayPal or whatever. That never happens. It will never have a scale enough for you to make a living, and you end up basically losing money to make some money, and that's not a business. That's that's worse than a livelihood. Okay, you're better off just having a regular job. The second diagram that I want to show you is the startup life cycle. The startup life cycle consists of a number of steps. The most important one is the business design. If you want to have a business, you must design that business. You must invent that business model. And your business model cannot be like anyone else, okay? Business model has to be unique, and it's pure invention. Um, and then you have to have a founding team. You must have more than one person working with you, at least one working on marketing, one working on technology, trusting each other and working hard all the time. Then, after you make the product or MVPs or artifact or some trial balloons, you have to penetrate the market. Penetrating the market is extremely difficult. Most people cannot penetrate the market because the market is full of fakes. The market is full of superior competitors who are way, way better than you, or they are filled with copycats. Don't blame them. They're there all the time. Okay, so it's not new. So penetrating market is not something that you just hire a marketing consultant and they magically solve it for you. No one can solve this problem. And number four is you have to have continuous business operation. Your company has to have a heartbeat. It must have a beating heart. It must be something that if you go on vacation for 2 months, the company should still run. That's a company. That's not, you know, your livelihood. And in the end, you repeat this over 10 years, you have a brand. Okay? The investor come and investor go. Investors are catalysts. They give you some money and they take 10%, 10 times more than that out of it, and they're done. You will never see them again in your life. Okay? They just, they are transitional in your life. This is what we call the business life cycle. But what makes it really, really hard is that this is the official, formal business life cycle. For someone to enter at this stage takes what I call a prior fake start. The fake start is a 3-year process where you end up failing. Okay, everyone has this. They just don't tell you. Steve Jobs has this. Bill Gates have this. Some lucky people don't, but everyone has this. They either had it in high school, had it in primary school, had it in college, had it in graduate school, had it in early work. No one talks about this, but everyone has a fake start. The fake start is a 3-year learning process where you quit your job, had great, you know, hope, and then you fail. And there you enter the real process. So I hope I explained to you the whole process from start to finish. And you can easily see that in order to have vision, the only way to have vision is to have failed once. And that's the simplest answer to it. No one talks about it this way because it's kind of sad, but that's what it is. If you like this, please hit the like button. I will continue to make more, of course. And I hope you enjoy this. I wish everyone good luck in their startup career. Thank you.